finally happened. Snyder is really in a deep pile of shit at the bottom of his mountain of trouble. Honestly, I don't have to go into the allegations of harassment and sexual misconduct going around the Redskins organization for nearly 2 decades, and that's already been covered to death as it is. I don't have to go into detail about the countless failures Dan Snyder has made since buying the team and running it into the ground since 1999, all the god-awful free agent signings that amounted to 5 wildcard appearances and 2 playoff wins, and the fact that he had Jim Haslett, Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan, and Matt LaFleur all on the same team at one point. What with his accusations of suing old women, season ticket holders, making fans pay for bottled water, parking, moving the stadium so far away from public transit that no one can be bothered to give a shit and show up, or the fact that he makes his fans pay for training camp. I don't have to go over the stupid name change controversy, although if Snyder had any dignity, he'd change it to Red Tails and the world would be a completely fine place instead of a stupid placeholder title he left. Did I also mention how he attacks every single publication that writes against him and tried to generate his own fake Native American organization to claim the Redskins name is totally appropriate, no one takes any offense. Oh come on, it's such an antiquated name. Fits the time period. Nope! What I'm finally going to address is that he's been pegged with something worth punishing. Snyder dodged a bullet on his own when multiple women came forward and criticized much of the organization, excluding him, for countless instances of harassment in the organization itself. However, following Bruce Allen's merciful exile from Washington, what was uncovered ended up being much worse than he could have ever hoped. Oh, you better believe you're getting yours now, Dan, old buddy, because now there are about 25 women coming forward to bring you down, as it is. We already knew the absolutely disgraceful treatment of the Redskins cheerleaders during photo shoots in the Caribbean on multiple occasions, and the awful standards of conduct around the team itself, but now it seems the trail has finally led us up to Dan's tracks. Snyder was already known to be a pretty gruesome and just unpleasant individual itself. Now he seems to have sunk to the absolute bowels of society. He's just truly a vile degenerate in general. And at one point of these quote-unquote shoots, Dan had rather lewd footage of some of these women changing that were taken with or without their consent. And, oh god, Dan, buddy, you can't bribe your way out of this, man. Seems like he really doesn't have the accountability or the maturity in general as a NFL owner to really take the balls and actually accept responsibility for these horrible acts. Like, come on, this guy owns a NFL team. What does he do instead? Oh, play the victim, of course. All these women are just conspiring to have him thrown out on his ass. Of course, women just randomly gang up with this much information. Oh, of course they are. Making matters worse, Dan is now aiming all of his anger and trying to do all he can to attack the actual whistleblower herself, claiming this is a quote-unquote hit job. This is just beyond sad. I mean, at one point the Redskins were such a proud organization within the NFL. Think of the names. Jack Kent Cook, Joe Theismann, George Allen, Joe Gibbs, and many, many more. They left such a remarkable legacy of success within Washington. Now, the only thing the Redskins are known for being relevant for are just being a basement dweller below the Chernobyl reactor core. In my opinion, the NFL, if they have any decency at all, try and emulate Adam Silver. Look at how great he handled the Donald Sterling fiasco. If they had any decency, they would do the right thing, emulate what they did to Jerry Richardson, and kick his ass out of the league. Pretty much just end the most heartbreaking sodomization of such a proud team for over 2 decades. Seriously, how much longer can they put up with having this man cause such a black eye in the league? I'm serious. Get him out now.